Hey everybody, this is Avi Abelow here in Beer Sheva. And check this out. This is the house that was just hit by a rocket from Gaza this morning. Alright, check it. Look at that house. Look at that house. Look at that house, folks. A rocket, direct hit from a rocket from Gaza on that house. A miracle happened. A miracle happened. Anyone who has not yet read the news about what happened in that house right over there, it was not only was a direct hit on the house, it was a direct hit on the children's bedroom. 3 children were sleeping in that room. Their mother saved their lives just seconds before. Right? Just seconds before the rocket hit. The mother ran into the bedroom, took the kids out, and I don't know what, I guess she took them into the safe room, and they were saved. And they were all saved. A miracle happened right here in that house in Beer Sheva. Here we have a beautiful community. We're in the northeastern side of Beer Sheva. Beautiful community. Don't know the people here, haven't had a chance to meet anyone. A lot of media here. I don't know how new, but the houses look pretty new. I don't know, 5, 10, 15-year community. This shouldn't happen. We don't want more miracles. We don't want more miracles. We want the terror from our enemies to end. We want a government that ends this, so that we don't have to rely on miracles. This morning, we could have had funerals for 3 children, if not also the parents. Totally miraculous. I mean, do you understand that almost every day, here we got some noise going on here. Almost every day, there are either rockets, or fire bombs, or fire kites, or fire balloons, or fences being stormed, or the border fence being cut, or the Gaza border fence being infiltrated and then putting bombs on the side of Israel, or then putting bombs on IDF posts on the Israeli side of the border outside of Gaza. Every day, this has been going on for months. And the Israeli government, which is the most right-wing Israeli government we've had in a long time, under Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, with everything good he's doing, they are not doing what is necessary to end the terror from Gaza. Now, what I'm going to tell you is what needs to be done. Right? This is what needs to be done, because we don't want anyone to be fearful of being killed anymore from the Arab terror against us. We don't want to rely on miracles. This is what needs to be done. And obviously, Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu isn't going to do this today or tomorrow or next week, because what's going on right now, Israel is afraid of the north, right? You gotta understand this. I'm going to tell you what needs to be done, but understand the geopolitics involved in this. Israel is afraid of the north. Hezbollah has 150,000 rockets aimed at Israel from the north, covering all of Israel, right? Very dangerous rockets, 150,000 rockets. Who gave the money for the rockets? Who is Hezbollah? Hezbollah is Iran, right? Guess who Hamas is supported by in Gaza? By Iran. Israel is afraid that if we do any military offensive in Gaza, then that's going to light the north, and for Hezbollah under Iran to then start shooting Israel with all of its rockets in Iran. That's the situation. So Israel is afraid of doing what is necessary in Gaza to end the terror from Gaza. All right? Now, whether you agree or disagree, that's what experts are saying right now. But this is what needs to happen. What needs to happen is Hamas is eradicated in Gaza. Anyone in Gaza who is active in terror or supportive of terror, they should either be killed, jailed, expelled, or, number 4, given financial incentive to immigrate. Why? Because the only time we're going to have peace from Gaza is when Israel reconquers Gaza and we are in charge. Our military is back in Gaza. Israeli settlements and towns and cities are back in Gaza, back in Gush Katif. The reason it is quieter in Judea and Samaria is because Israel has a presence in Judea and Samaria. We have Jewish towns, cities, and settlements, and the Israeli army. The only day we're going to have peace and quiet and the end of terror from Gaza is when Israel reconquers, there's nothing wrong with saying, or liberating Gaza, right? Historically, Gaza, Jews lived in Gaza as well. Nothing wrong with us reconquering and liberating Gaza. We have to free Gaza from Hamas. That's it. Anything else, just shooting their leaders, pinpoint shots on Hamas leaders, pinpoint shots on people who fly the fire balloons and fire kites, none of that will work. Those are all Band-Aid effects. None of that will work. The only thing that will end Gaza terror is Israel going back in, taking full control and resettling Jewish communities in Gaza. That means we have to kill all the Hamas members, or they're jailed, or they're expelled, and any Arab in Gaza who wants to live peacefully with us, they can stay. Anyone who does not want to live peacefully with us, they are expelled, right? Because by their actions, we will know who wants to live peacefully with us. Anyone who does not want to be peacefully with us, expelled. Anyone who wants to get out of there because Israel's in charge, financial incentive to immigrate. That's it, folks. That's the only solution to ending this terror from Gaza, where we have our own Israeli civilians right now on the southern side of Israel, near Gaza, afraid that rockets can fall on their homes. So we don't want any more Israeli citizens to be killed. We don't want any more Israeli citizens to be afraid. What we want is an Israeli government to stand up for the truth. Gaza is filled with terror, with an Islamic terror bent on destroying Israel and killing Jews, and we have to end it. It's that simple. Britannia saying take Israel back. Exactly. We need a political leadership who will tell the army to take Israel back. No other country in the world would allow for this. If this would have happened in America, America would have flattened Gaza. If this would have happened to Russia, Russia would have flattened Gaza. If this would have happened to Syria, Syria would have flattened Gaza. Iran, Jordan, Egypt, even Norway and Sweden, peaceful countries, if this would have happened to them, they would flatten Gaza, because they protect their citizens. Unfortunately, Israel, because the world... Oh, and yes, let's not forget this. Trump is about to unveil his deal of the century. And again, Trump is doing amazing things. More noise. Trump is doing amazing things to support Israel, especially in the international arena, especially in the United Nations. But Jason Greenblatt, his envoy for Middle East peace, just revealed that part of this deal of the century is allowing Gaza to be in control, for Hamas and the Palestinian Authority to unify. So Gaza would be unified with Judea and Samaria, what people mistakenly call the West Bank. Is that going to bring peace? No, folks. Hamas and the Palestinian Authority are the same thing. They both want to destroy Israel. And we should not be sending in our army to Gaza in order to destroy Hamas and hand it over to the Palestinian Authority, because we're just going to get terror once again, this time under the Palestinian Authority, and then the world saying, oh, you can't do anything to Gaza because it's the Palestinian Authority and their peace partners, let them deal with it. We are damned if we do and damned if we don't. So we have to do. We have to protect ourselves. We have to do what's necessary to protect ourselves and not think, oh, America wants to unify and therefore we can't do anything. No, we have to tell America, and we have to tell even President Bush, we had a miracle. 3 children were saved. We could have had 3 funerals today. Let us take over Gaza and get rid of the terror once and for all. That's what we need leadership in saying, and I'm saying this and you say it. Let's get the messages out there. Israeli leadership has to grow a backbone and say, President Bush, all your great ideas, we have to go in Gaza and take it over and have control so that no child is scared about being killed in his bedroom by a rocket shot from Gaza. All right, guys, help me get that message out there to the world. It's not going to happen today. It's not going to happen tomorrow. But let's start getting that message out there. Let's start having people understand it so public pressure builds. We have to go in and retake Gaza. We have to resettle Gush Katif. We have to have Jews in there. We have to have the army in there. And we have to get rid of all the terrorists in there as well. That's the only solution to stop so that nothing like this ever happens again. And look at this beautiful community. Beautiful community, beautiful houses. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And everyone, share, share, share. You're right here. Share, share, share this video. Get the truth out there. Let people see it. Not everyone's saying the truth like I am. Everyone's saying all the political things. Oh, Bibi can't do this or Bibi can't do that. I don't care what Bibi can or can't do. I want the real message to get out there so that Israeli citizens are protected by a proud Israeli government willing to stand up to the world and do what is necessary. More noise. To defend the Israeli people all the time. And a proud Israeli government willing to tell the world that those people who self-identify and use a fake identity called Palestinians that don't exist, they're not a people with historic rights to this world, that the Palestinian Authority has no right to take our land away. The Hamas has no right to take our land away. This is our land. This is our homeland. And any Muslim who wants to live peacefully will live so under the Jewish state of Israel. They are persecuted under Hamas in Gaza. They are persecuted under the Palestinian Authority in Judea and Samaria. They will only live peacefully under a Jewish state of Israel, because that's the way we Jews roll. You can't really see the trees in the way. There. Okay? And so then people are going to say, but what about those terrorists who are going to remain there? We can't allow terrorists to remain there, folks. Anyone who is an active terrorist, he either gets killed, jailed, expelled, or financial incentive to leave the heck out of there. Okay? That's what needs to be done with all of the Arabs in Gaza, Judea, and Samaria. Anyone involved with terror, killed, their families expelled, anyone who doesn't want to stay, given financial incentive to leave. Those who want to live in peace can remain living in peace under a Jewish state of Israel, in Judea and Samaria, and in Gaza. That's why I'm not afraid of 2 million Arabs becoming citizens of Israel. First of all, there aren't 2 million. And after we kill those involved with terror, expel the families of those involved with terror, financial incentive to ones who don't want to live here anymore, and we're only left with ones who truly want to live in peace with us, and Israel acts like a true sovereign, and they see that Israel's acting like a true sovereign, we're not going to be left with a huge amount of Arabs to then turn into Israeli citizens. That's why I'm not worried about that solution. But it only works. Israel finally applying sovereignty in Judea and Samaria and Gaza will only work if we kill the terrorists, expel them and their families, whoever's alive that's involved with terror, give financial incentives to immigrate, and then only those who truly want to live in peace can stay with us. That's it, folks. That's the way we're going to bring peace, live peace with our Arab neighbors when Israel acts like a sovereign in Judea and Samaria, applies sovereignty in Judea and Samaria, applies sovereignty in Gaza. We resettle Jewish communities in Gaza. And that's it. So let's get the truth out there. Let's build it up. That's what needs to be done. We don't want to live relying on miracles anymore. So share this video. Let's get the truth out there. Shalom from Israel, and pray that we have the leadership who makes the right decisions as quickly as possible, so we are acting the correct way and not having to rely on miracles. Take care, everyone. Shalom from the ancestral Jewish homeland of the Jewish people. And again, bringing in the Bible here, this is Beer Sheva. Avraham was here. Yitzchak was here. Yaakov, the 12 tribes were here. This is the biblical homeland, folks. We are only here because we're Jewish. This is what Ari would tell you. This is what I'm telling you. Keep the truth alive. Shalom from the holy city of Beer Sheva.